Hello, YouTube viewers. This is Sincere Michael from Studio Productions. Bring you a new podcast from our segment called the Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm gonna try to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. And also, I'm trying not to breathe very hard into the microphone, and I'm trying not to cause any audio feedback in this audio podcast. And also, sorry about the noise in the background. There's been a couple of helicopters been passing through the neighborhood lately. So basically they've been far away, but in case you're wondering what that noise in the background. So anyway, let's get to episode 9. Now, the way they start off is we see a giant death flower, a giant death alien flower monster attacking a power plant. Now, Yamato, Selma, and Leo summon the Q-Sword for Q King, and destroy the Death Alien flower monster very easily. So they went back home. When they got back home, this weird sparkling dust sprinkled down into Yamato's house. So anyway, when all the viewers came to the house, they was complaining about what's it almost like I think it's lunchtime. I'm hungry, let's eat, and the rest of the zoo is just like, all right, let's eat, but Selma was like, I wanted to go use the studio, I'm gonna go use the studio, so she had Yamato, and Yamato said, all right, you can use the studio, so anyway, and that's it. While someone was in the studio, the rest of the zoologists were talking about what they wanted to eat lunch, and that's when the chaos that's when Leo, Selma, and Amma and Tuss's tails started to pop up, and that means there's a death alien nearby. So anyway, they went back to the power plant and saw the same giant Death Alien flower monster they get destroyed, but they didn't seem like they didn't seem like they didn't notice that's the same monster. They just act like they never seen this monster before, and once again Yamato, Leo, and Selma telling you they accuse of the for Q and for Zyuohger King, and Zyuohger King sword and destroyed the giant flower monster once again. So they had just like before, some weird sparkle Bigfoot sprinkles cover Yamato's uncle house. The zoo agents came back in, and just like before, Amma was complaining about it's lunchtime, I'm hungry, so Yamato was like, all right, let's eat. And all the zoo agents was like, and someone asked Yamato to use the studio, and Yamato said yes. So when someone in the studio, we get to see someone inside the studio. We see someone writing some type of letter to someone important, and that's when she heard That's when she heard a voice crying out. And anyway, and once again, the toss armor, Selma, and Leo's head popped up, and there's a death alien attack. So they went back to the power plant again, and there was the giant death alien fall monster again. Now, turns out they're stuck in this nightmare dream. The death aliens, meanwhile, the death aliens on this year. On their spaceship was watching the stupid Zyuohgers, and turns out it was one of the Carver's monsters, you know, that put the Zyuohgers in this loophole that they're stuck in. Now the real death alien fall monster is under the city growing this giant flower bud that once it's fully grown, its temperatures will spread out throughout the world and devour all the sleeping people that he uses his special power on to make them sleep in this nightmares, dreams and shit. So basically, that's what the death alien is doing, you know, making sure his flower, his big flower grows, make sure it grows enough to devour the whole earth. Meanwhile, back in the dream, Selma realized this has been a weird case of deja vu. So anyway, once again, Selma, Leo, and Yamato summon the accuser and formed Zhu King, and inside Zhu King's Megazord, Selma's like, you know, we did this before, blah blah blah, and Leo and Yamato say yes, this happened before, and on the ground, Touch almost like yeah, this is the same thing that happened before. So once again, they used Zhu King's two swords to destroy the fake Rose Monster and the fake Rose Monster, and they went back to the house, and they finally realized, oh, we're stuck in the dream, we're stuck in some nightmare, and that's when Yamato had a flashback, you know, early in the morning. So it turns out, turns out Selma was looking all set, had a flashback that morning. Turns out Selma was, you know, looking at the window outside, looking outside and stuff at this weird square thing she had in her hand. Yamato came in and spooked Selma, and she dropped it. And when Yamato picked up the weird metal square thing, it turns out it was a holographic picture of Selma's mother and father and brother. Turns out the reason why Selma was sad because yesterday was her parents' you know, wedding, right. What the anniversary? So she figured if you know, she figured if they would have found the key to activate the link key portal by yesterday, maybe she would have been back home in time for the anniversary. You know, and like, you know, and Yamato was like, don't worry. So we will find that cube very soon, and reunite you with your family, you know. And Yamato said, how about you write a letter, you know, for your parents? That way, you know, it will help you cheer yourself up. And that's for some of us, you know, maybe that's a good idea. So she gave Yamato, and that's when some was Fintail went up. It went up, and when it felt a death baiting attack. So basically, yeah, and that's what Yamato said, oh yeah, reach in his pocket looking for the pendant, even though he was dreaming. But his sleeping body was searching the pendant. When he found the pendant in his pocket, the pendant, the square pendant, that had the holographic picture of, so fairly the pin part woke Yamato up. So when Yamato woke up, he woke up the others, but Touch was still asleep. Now, that's when they had a flashback when they were doing battle with the Death Alien Flower Monster. Turned out he used his special powers to put them to sleep in the first place. So basically, since they use pollen, Touch has a very sensitive smell. So basically, the powder really affected Touch more than the others. So anyway, so Alma and Leo throughout some water. Put the Touch head into this giant water fountain, and tried to wake Touch up, and Touch said, all right, that's enough, because I'm awake. So anyway, we almost turned to drown her, and that's the same way I heard something coming from underground. And saying something's good, something's bad. I think the Death Alien Monster is down underground in the city. So we went underground and found the Death Alien Flower Monster growing its giant flower bud. So anyway, and the Death Alien. And the monster said, "You two in the 3 more minutes, my giant flower bud will bloom and about the whole city and the world." So anyway, the flower monster tried to use his power again, but this time, Yamato unleashed the beast form. His eagle unleashed the beast form and used his wings to build the power back, and the others used to use their blasters to show the monsters hope that to get the nightmare sleep pollen, and everybody in the city starts to wake up from their endless nightmares. So the monster ordered its giant flower bud to attack the Rangers, and they all got caught by his tentacles. So basically, it was not looking so good for them. But deep underground, under the roof of that giant flower bud was a purple cube with the exclamation point, just like cube could drive, and it woke up and started to transform into a mole, into the Chemozord. The Chemozord came out from the ground and destroyed the monster's giant flower bud, and together, Yamato transformed into his human gorilla form, and the other transformed into the other unleashed the beast forms, and used the beast form final attack to take down the fire monster. But the fire monster once again, the fire monster tried to road attack, but it was too powerful. So once again, like usual, Master Genis sit Naya down with the cord and Naya came be down, put the cord inside the slot of the monster grew giant size. So this time, Yamato, Selma, and Leo to combine their cubes with Cute Gorilla, Q Shark, and Q Lion, and for the Wild Megazord. Now, so far, the Megazord was having a hard time getting past the Fire Monster's defense. So that's when they decided to use the new Q-Zord, being Q-Mo. So just like Q Giraffe, it turned into a big drill blaster and pushed through the monster's defense, and the monster was destroyed. So another victory for the Zyuohger. So later that night, Yamato gave back her square holographic picture of her fanny pack, and gave it, and she gave Yamato for giving her holographic picture of her fanny pack, and that's when the others start to get homesick. Alma said, I miss my mother's birthday, and Leah was like, I miss all the oak steak at my own Stockholm in Zoomland, and talked it to just didn't say nothing. He just had a bum face, and Yamato was like, cheer up, guys, we will find the Q, and I promise you guys will all go home. And that's when Yamato's uncle came in with dinner, fried rice and stuff, and that's when Selma asked Yamato, well, what about your parents, Yamato? And right before Yamato was about to answer, Yamato's uncle was saying, "Hey, Yamato, your favorite. Why don't you go get dessert? It's your favorite. It's your favorite dessert." And Yamato was like, "Oh boy!" And he just ran in the kitchen. But the way he responded to the way that Yamato's uncle face reacted when Selma asked Yamato about Yamato's parents, was very strange. And when Yamato went in the kitchen, Yamato's uncle's face he was to lead that, he didn't, his face was to lead that Yamato didn't ask Selma, didn't answer Selma's question about his parents. And this is how the episode ended. So this episode it was a good debut for for the new Cuser, but at the same time, this episode was very interesting. I think the way Yamato's uncle reacted to Selma's question about Yamato's parents, thinking got me is really mysterious. I think he has some deep secret he's been hiding from Yamato all this time. So basically, I hope in the next episode we will get to find out what secret he's hiding from Yamato about his parents. So anyway, like always, the sincere writer from Screen Production. Sign off. 1.